So hello friends, welcome back to channel. In our previous video we are discussing about the FStab and all. Then we came to know as etc file system table file. Okay, in this we are having 5 field 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so first is what you are mounting, where you are mounting. This XFS is a file system type. Fourth is the default. This is the options. Okay, option like we can say u mask 0227. Okay, so entire partition will have that type of u mask. We can set any other thing. Then these two zeros. Okay, what are these two zeros? First is for backup. Okay, so what we are doing, this is for dump. Okay, or backup you can say. So in this field, what we are saying, we mention the file system should be dumped using 0 and 1. 0 means no backup, 1 is backup. But this is the outdated thing. Now we are not using, that's why we are using the default 0. Okay. But interviewer might ask you in FStab in last 5th and 6th column you are having 2 0. What are those 2 0? So fifth 0, like fifth field, which is we are mentioning 0 is dump. What is dump? Before system go down, it will dump the data somewhere, okay, to become a copy of that. So that we call backup. 0 means no backup, 1 means in backup is enabled. Okay. Sixth field we are having pass. Okay. This is the file system check. So whenever your system get rebooted, before coming up, it is performing a file system check. Okay. 0 is like no file system check, 1, and sometime you will find value to 2. 0 means is not checking the file system and passing. 1 means should be set for the root file system. Okay, because every time a system boots up it will check the file system check, and other partition should be set to if you don't have provide 0 and select the default. Okay, so file system check. What is file system check? Whenever system boot up, it will perform a file system check that all the files are corrected. There is no corruption. All the inode or the super blocks are in correct format. Okay, so that's the file system check it's performing. So 0 means no file system check. 1 we should provide here, but as system is by default performing a file system check on a root file system, that's we are not using. So I think it is clear. So your FStab file system table, okay, it is having 1 2 3 4 5 6 fields. First field, what to mount. Second field, where to mount. Third field, file system type. Fourth field, option. Fifth field, dump. Sixth field, pass. So let's say mount source, what to mount, then tab, and then we are having mount point, file system type, okay, options, then dump and pass. These are the field, what to mount, where to mount, file system type, option like you mask and all, dump, backup, pass, file system check or not. So these are the complete fields or FStab. Then I have used mount -a command. Okay, what we mount -a is doing, I will show you. df-h. Okay, so we have made an entry of sdb5 and sdb6 in FStab file. Okay, you will able to see 5 and 6 entries there. So let me unmount this partition. You mount. Okay, so if we do df-h, it got unmounted. Here my screen df-h. So what mount-a will do for me? It will read the file and execute in a system. So like at the reboot, how system is reading that file. File got read. Now system knows from FStab file there is one file system /dev sdb6 which is mounted on /disk partition 2 is missing in a current OS. When we have executed mount-a, it matched the current config and a file configuration, and it mounted mount /sdb6 disk 2, partition 2. So it has read the FStab file, and whatever missing, it has reloaded the FStab file in a OS memory. Okay. Second thing, it is reading a file and loading into a memory, but it's doing the syntax check also, like etc FStab. If I make some, like, okay, I made some changes. Mount -a is showing does not exist mount point. Okay, we'll create again what changes we have made. PRTA partition. Okay, source and destination. It will correct you that there is no syntax error, and after boot it will come up. Before making any change to file system tab FStab file, you should have proper backup, because if you are making some changes and syntax is not correct, system will not boot up. It will get stuck in a file system check. It will say this mount point is not available in a system. So until you fix that thing, it won't come up. We will prepare separate video if file system file is corrupted, how to recover those things. But before this, I request you to take a snapshot of your virtual machine. So if any incident happens, so you can roll back those things. So before making any practical on disk management, take a proper snapshot. Okay, if anything, you can roll back it and again start this thing. So hope FStab file entry is clear to you, that is having what to mount, where to mount, file system type, options, dump, pass. What to mount, device, dev, SDA, where to mount, the directory slash root or whatever. Third, file system type, XFS, ext4, ext3 we are having. Then we are having dump, backup. Oh, before backup we are having options. Okay, what options? Default, no option. NFS option we can use, or UMask value limit we can set over there. Okay, then we are having dump and pass, 2 zeros. So dump means it will take backup or not, 0 means no backup, 1 is backup. Pass, it will check the file system while restarting the system. 0 means no read, 1 means it will do the file system check. Without file system check, it won't come up. So that's the complete thing. And mount-a is a command which will load the FStab file in a memory. So if any file system is having an entry in FStab and is not currently mounted, running a mount-a command will mount those remaining file system which was having an entry in FStab. So that's all for today. See you in the next video. Till then, keep practicing. But before doing any practical on a disk, please take a snapshot of your virtual machine. Bye bye. Good night.